Why is it that men have beards and mustaches and they are considered normal, but women don't? Let's take a journey into the evolutionary side of things. In our time, men grow bushy facial hair called beards and mustaches, while women almost never have them. Evolutionary changes have led to beards and mustaches being seen as a male trait. Today, women in almost all cultures make an effort to get rid of body hair, especially facial hair. According to Professor Rebecca Herzig, women's deep-rooted antipathy to facial hair is rooted in Darwin's explanations. Darwin, in his 1871 book, The Descent of Man and Sexual Selection, based his theory on the idea that our physical characteristics are the result of natural selection. Because facial hair is particularly favorable to parasites such as lice, a hairless face meant a more hygienic and healthier individual than a hairy face, reducing the chances for bearded women to perpetuate their genes. Herzig states that after the publication and dissemination of these views of Darwin, evolutionary scientists also positioned facial hair as an external physical characteristic indicating gender. Thus, beards and mustaches were defined as a characteristic of the male sex. This definition implied that women who did not grow facial hair were more advanced in terms of anthropological development. And within a short period of time, facial hair on women began to be seen as an abnormality. In a study on insanity conducted in the 1890s, 271 female psychiatric patients were observed, and as a result, it was claimed that there was a relationship between psychiatric problems and facial hair. In these so-called findings, it was even stated that the facial sheet, even as late as the early 19th century, it was difficult to tell which character was male and which was female in portraits, where the gender distinction was very blurred. In his book, Herzig reports that in the early 1900s, women in the United States began to be seriously disturbed by facial hair. After this date, women's efforts to look more feminine increased and became widespread. Now that we understand that in modern societies in general, there is a negative attitude towards hard facial hair, such as beards and mustaches on women's faces, and that this is based on the fact of sexual selection, let us now consider why women today naturally grow less facial hair than men. Studies in the field of neuroscience have revealed that there are many different reasons why men have hard and thick facial hair in the form of mustaches and beards. The development of facial hair in both men and women begins with the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus sends a signal to the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland receiving the signal stimulates the ovaries in women and the testes in men. This stimulation causes the testes to secrete the hormone testosterone and the ovaries to secrete estrogen.